In this video, I'll be bringing you another full update on all Helium Hotspot manufacturers, and we will also be discussing the LongAP sale aftermath, as well as a new player that has entered the market space, and we will look at what they are going to offer and what sort of timescales they will be offering that product in. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. Hey everyone, Cryptolayman here. Thank you very much for tuning back in, and in this video I will be sharing with you the status update for all Helium Hotspot manufacturers. Again, before I begin, the usual disclaimer: please be aware of all the bots and all the scammers that are pretending to be either myself or pretending to be trading gurus. Please be aware of these scammers and do not fall for these scams. But now, without further ado, we'll jump straight into this new shipping update. This will cover pretty much every single provider across the board, and we'll go through them one by one. We will begin with Calchip Connect's Rack Hotspot Miner and their weekly update. They have started shipping batch which is called a Jackal. This covers the US and Canadian order numbers ranging between 6,029 to 7,062. So if your order number falls within that batch, congratulations, your miner will be heading out to you fairly soon. For the European version of the Rack version 2 hotspot, they've completed shipping the Iguana batch, and now they're working on Jackal, which ranges from order numbers 12,183 to 13,807. Now, these are being shipped. Additionally, they have allocated 2 further batch animals, which are the Alien and the Baby Yoda batch. These are estimated to ship in November 2021. They have also updated their shipping calculator to that effect. So if you want to check the exact batch that you're in, go ahead and click on the link in the description. That will take you to their shipping calculator. Enter your order number, your region of shipping, and that will give you the estimated shipping date and your batch number if there is indeed one that has been allocated. That is it in terms of Calchip and Rack. When it comes to the Kerlink miner, which is also being manufactured by Calchip Connect, unfortunately there is no further updates in relation to that, and the website still says that they will be shipping in fall of this year. However, there is no more information relating to that, and we do not know when exactly they will be shipping. Again, I will keep a close eye on it. As and when there is some developments, I will bring those to you straight away. Which reminds me, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit that bell icon so you remain updated with the latest updates. So now we will move on to the Bobcat miner. This happens to be one of the favorite miners out there at the moment. As I mentioned in my previous update, they have been shipping consistently, 1 batch a week. This week they have shipped batch number 7. As I mentioned in the previous video, they were experiencing some technical difficulties. In order to overcome any issues pertaining to firmware on these devices, they are introducing or implementing 2 updates daily to enable the hotspot to function correctly and remain up to date. Besides that, they have also said that from batch number 7, part of the US and North American batch, they're still waiting for UPS or DHL to pick up the orders, and there has been some sort of delay related to the fact that there was a public holiday in China last week. And so some of you may not have received the tracking details for batch number 7 if you're based in the United States. I'm not entirely sure why the US frequencies and the Canadian frequencies are particularly affected by the holiday on Monday and not the European batch, but that is how it is. That's the update they're bringing to us. If you are based in the United States and you haven't received your tracking details yet, do not panic. They're saying that they will most likely send out the tracking details Monday. That is it from Bobcat. Now, Syncrobit, they have seemed to posted a proper update. New orders that are placed now will be shipping in October. EU orders are estimated to be fulfilled by units currently in the warehouse. SB1477 is the order number they are fulfilling up to. When it comes to EU orders estimated to be fulfilled by the next shipment, those will be orders up to 2,314. In relation to the FCC certification for the North American units, the lab has communicated the final report to them, and it will be available to be seen by this weekend. The North American units, and this is very important, will begin fulfillment once the FCC is fully approved. I'm not entirely sure what they mean by fully approved. I believe that the FCC report, once it has been sent by the laboratory, has to be submitted to a certain authority for them to approve it. So I think that is going to be the next step. And they are saying that they are actually manufacturing and they have ramped up the production of the units for North America so they can fulfill them once the FCC approval has been received. Unfortunately, no exact dates. They're saying that it's all in the process, yes. When exactly it will happen is anyone's guess, to be honest. I hope they can expedite this process because people have been waiting for a long time for these units. Right, let's now move on to Nebra. And again, there is unfortunately no updates from Nebra besides the fact that they are saying that they're currently recruiting. So if you're interested in a job in Nebra, head over to their Discord channel or to their website and you can apply to be a part of Nebra. If you head over to the Nebra website and you look at the actual hotspots, you will be able to see that Nebra have added additional frequencies to their hotspot miners. So if you're based, for instance, in India or Russia, those frequencies have been ordered and you can order these miners from here when they actually open pre-orders again. They have a separate category for the Chinese frequency, and the American, Korean, Australian, Asian frequencies are working on 915 megahertz. Now we'll move on to LongAP, and following the disaster a couple of days ago when they opened for sale, they have posted an update and to apologize about what happened, and they have basically said that their systems weren't able to cope with the load. They were expecting a huge volume of traffic, however, the traffic they actually got exceeded their expectations by 4 times, and in all they are saying that they identified some 35,000 individual IP addresses trying to make these purchases and accessing the site, and that is what caused all those issues. Now they're saying that they have learned from this experience and they are going to be working with a world-leading web shop hosting provider in order to rectify these issues in the future. Importantly, they're also saying that they will be opening up for another sale soon where they will sell the remainder of their LongAP 1 stock that they have. There will be no coupon application, so they are presumably going to try and figure out a different way to counteract these bots. But what I don't understand is that they're saying that these items will be shipped from stock, but they will be delivered within 1 day to 5 weeks. Now, if you ask me, 1 day to 5 weeks is quite a broad time. Either you get your unit in 1 day or you get your unit in 1.5 months. So how that makes sense, how they will justify the waiting time from 1 day to 5 weeks, I'm not entirely sure. I think they need to be a bit more precise on those dates and they need to stop messing around when it comes to customer expectations. They're saying that they're not able to open these sales to other parts of the world, i.e. Europe, China, or the remainder of the world, because they do not possess the appropriate certification for those regions. I mean, that is quite positive. On the other hand, though, they're talking about selling the LongAP Pro fairly soon and starting to take pre-orders for that. Now, what I would like to know is, where does that unit stand in terms of their FCC testing? Is it going to be complete? And I would strongly suggest that they only open for pre-orders if the FCC testing is in hand. If they are going to take pre-orders from people and then prepare and send for the FCC testing, if they do that and open pre-orders before they actually have the FCC certification in hand and the FCC approval in hand, I think they will be setting themselves up for failing and they will be playing with customer sentiments once again, and that is not going to be positive for the company. That's it in terms of the updates on the existing vendors. Let's look at a new market entrant, and it's called SenseCAP, a company that have partnered with a different tech IoT company called Seed, which is S-triple-E-D, so it's S-E-E-E-D, Seed. They have designed this little hotspot. They have given us a few specs here and there, however not much detail in terms of what the capabilities are going to be. This is still in very early stages for approval, etc. It's nowhere near actual production, so we will have to keep an eye on that. And again, they are saying that they will be shipping from stock as well, and they will also be taking pre-orders, but I'm not entirely sure where they stand in terms of the production. They will let us know in the next couple of weeks about more details relating to the product and sales price and specifications, and where we will be able to buy these items. That's all I have from SenseCAP. Unfortunately, there's not much else to add. That is it in terms of this update. I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon.